Hey everybody, my name is Julie Matheny. I'm a speech pathologist and IBCLC lactation consultant, and today I want to do the setup, use, and review of the Zomee Fit wearable pump. Now, I am not here to sell a product. I am not being paid or sponsored by Zomee to go over this. I want you to be educated on how to use wearable pumps, how to make choices when selecting wearable pumps, and so today we're going to talk about this pump. If you are a lactation consultant, I believe it's really important to get your hands on these pumps, so when you have a patient that's using them, you can actually help them use it. So I have had my hands on this pump before, but I'm going to show you an unboxing because I want you to see what you will see when you open this first time out of the gate. Okay, so when you open this box, it's going to have your instruction booklet in it. Okay, and then you're going to see the actual pumps. You'll have two pumps in here with two accessory boxes and a cleaning sponge. Let's dive into what's in the accessory boxes first. So you'll have one box that's going to have an extra, it will have a bra adapter because these are wearables. They're supposed to sit in the bra. It's going to have an extra membrane and a cap for the bottle. It will also have an extra duck bill. Actually two duck bills in here that these are what you need to generate suction in the pump. So there's some extras. Those do need replaced occasionally. They do warp and wear out with time. So that's on one side. And then also in that box is a pump flange insert. They have two inserts in this box. They have a 21 and a 17. Now this is where I feel Zomee kind of missed the mark. I do feel they could have included more sizes of those flange inserts. They just kind of said random average 21 and 17. In my practice, I personally see more 15, 17, and 19 than 21s. I'm to their credit, I'm glad they sent a 17 because I do see a lot of 17s, but it would have been really nice if they had included 15s and 19s even instead of the 21. So that's in one side is the 21 and the extra membranes. In the other accessory box on the other side, they're going to have another one of those kits that's going to have the second bra adapter because, you know, you got two boobs. With a second membrane, so that's all the same. In this box is the 17 insert, so one box has the 21, one has the 17, and again, I wish Zomee had included two more sizes, the 15 and the 19. And then this one's going to have your power charging cords, okay? And this cord will have, when we take this cord apart, it's going to have one head with two charging cords so that you can charge both of your pumps. So that's a USB charging cord for charging your pumps. Now to their credit with this design is in the similar vein as the Motif Aura, the Primo Passi. It's going to have the collection cup on the bottom with the motor on top. To the credit of Zomee, it is very few pieces and parts, so it's fairly easy to assemble. It has a silicone flange, yay, because a lot of these have hard plastic and they're just not kind to women's anatomy. So this flange comes off and you can unscrew the bottle or take this out, and this is the motor. We don't ever want to get our motor wet. We never want to stick the motor in the fridge. Okay, so there's the motor. To orient you to this is your collection cup. It does hold 5 ounces. And you really want to make sure you don't overflow that. Zomee did put in a sensor to alert you that this is going to overflow. Zomee did originally design this pump without the sensor. They heard the voices of the people that wanted that sensor in it, and so to their credit, they did change the pump to include an overflow sensor. It does work better with a black bra. So they need a contrast to it. So do know that the sensor can work better if you are wearing a black pumping bra. Little tip of the day. This is your collection cup, again, 5 ounces. The duck bill goes down here, and that does need to be in correctly. They do wear out with time. They have the backflow protector to prevent that milk from coming into the motor. And this also does generate suction, and very simple design. This will screw on to your collection cup, okay, and then it just pops straight into that motor. and then the flange sits. We're going to pop that silicone flange in. Okay. And then it has this contour. Most people are going to need flange inserts. Theirs comes with a 25. That's huge. I think I've seen like 2 people who've actually needed that size in the last 8 years. But they're going to have flange inserts that are going to pop in and sit in there. You can also use other aftermarket or other companies will make these silicone flange inserts so that you can find that correct size for your body. Okay, so that goes in there. I'm going to peel my sticker off. I like peeling new stickers off of products. This one comes charged. Okay, so when you push your power button, you need to push it twice. So once will turn the pump on, and then you actually turn it on by pushing the power button again. So holding when you push the button, you gotta hold it in. Okay, so hold it in. It'll show you that it's on, and then you actually push it again to start pumping. And then to turn it off, hold it down to turn it off. So some holding in. This is going to have 3 modes to it. Just like every good pump should have at least 2. So you're going to have a stimulation mode, an expression mode, and then it's going to have the mixed mode. Okay, this is a loud pump, and this is a complaint of Zomee is compared to some of the other wearables. You can kind of hear how loud it is. So if you're in a crowded, noisy environment like a restaurant, you might not hear it too much, but it's a loud pump. So if you're trying to discreetly pump, not always the best option. This button here is going to switch back and forth between those modes. Okay, so the drop wave button, the wave button is your stimulation. It's your quick mode. These plus and minuses are how hard it sucks. And I do like, that's way down. Now again, I like that it has the controllability, but changing the vacuum changes the speed. And I'm not a fan of pumps where this happens. I really want people to be able to control speed and vacuum independently and instead of having them together, because some people need faster and stronger or faster and slower and vice versa. So I'm always like, why aren't pump companies doing speed and vacuum independently? But those are the modes now. Again, this is loud. It's louder than me, and I'm pretty loud. The stronger you suck, the longer the pull. And I am, again, not a fan of this, but if you can find your sweet spot for where suction vacuum meets cycle speed, this can be a decent pump. Okay, so again, this is on the just drop button, which is your expression mode, and then you have that mixed mode, which is going to stimulate and then suck. And again, you can change how hard that goes. The harder or stronger the vacuum, the longer the pull. So do be aware of that. Okay, so this pump is decent. It's a decent pump. Some people do really like it. It has the overflow sensor. It has the softer silicone back. It's a decent pump. It's not in my top tier of wearables, but if you already have this pump and it's working well for you, let it work for you. Some of the benefits, again, it has a nice contour to the back. It does have the overflow sensors to help prevent you backflowing in that. It is not too bad in terms of the actual size. So profile-wise, about the same. This is a Willow. And then compared to the Motif Aura, just a little bit bigger profile on that, but fairly discreet in its profile, but it's very loud. And so do be cautious of that. It is easy to set up and clean. There's very few parts. So this is the Zomee Fit. If you have this pump, let me know what you think about it. Drop a comment in there. Don't forget to follow me, and if you want to see more pump reviews, let me know what you want me to review. Now you know. Bye.